Hare Krishna, dear friends. Thank you for being here. We love to have you, and we love to serve you. This is delicious, sumptuous, vegetarian, vegan, sanctified food for your full satisfaction. And along that, don't forget, we're going to sing all together the Hare Krishna mantra for the ultimate benefit of the soul. To revive our loving nature, we should chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All glories to Shri Guru, Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Gaurangera Pramanam Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai, Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai. Om Agyanati Mirandasya Gyananjana Sarakaya Chakchurani Chandrena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namo Shri Chaitanya Manavistam Stapitam Dena Bhutane Swayam Rupa Parammayam Dadati Swaparantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jauta Parakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sadhanatam Sadhana Raghunathavitam Tam Savitam Sadvaitam Sarvadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sadhana Lalitam Shri Vishakam Cha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimati Gaura Govinda Samini Dinamine Gaura Gradanya Ganagotra Valaruram Gauranga Gunatana Gopada Kalpavisham Gopala Gadara Didangadi Gaura Govinda Dishikambaram Satatam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Sunyavani Vatsatari Satarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Shiva Samana Videvi Daitaya Kripabhagaye Krishna Sambandha Vigyana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhurya Jalati Madhyasi Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karna Shakti Vigraya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shimurtaye Ninatarine Rupanuga Viruta Pusidanta Danta Harine Namo Gora Kishoraya Satcha Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambhara Samade Padam Bhujayate Namaha Namo Bhakti-Vinodaya Satchidanandana Gora Shakti Sarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gora Virbhava Bhumetsvam Nidesha Sajana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhuma Sijaganayate Namaha Vanchakalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhuvyayivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavaranayo Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaurate Namaha Panchatattvamakam Krishna Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam Bhakta Bhaktara Bhakta Namane Bhakti Shaktitam Jadvaitam Brahma Parisaritarapyasatam Janmantariyami Purusha Itiya Samsharam Sadeshwarya Punagayo Bhagavan Sasayamaya Na Chaitanya Krishna Jagati Paratattvam Paramiya Radha Krishna Pranavakriti Ladini Shakti Rasma Dekarnanavati Bhuvipura Deyavedam Vadutam Chaitanyakam Prakatamaruna Tadvayam Chaityamaktam Radha Bhavati Uttisavaritam Nami Krishna Sarupam Chirataratam Vidaguptavitam Sapremanamamritam Atadaro Apamaram Jo Vitatara Gaura Krishna Janagas Stanapapari Gora Sacharitamritamritaniri Goram Sadevastuve Gorena Patitam Rasavajana Goraya Sarvam Dade Gora Dasti Krupaloratro Naparo Gora Savrito Gore Guravama Charame Bhagavan Gora Prabhu Rakshanam Madhurye Madhuvi Sukham Vivajana Sarnam Bhujanam Vanam Karunya Mritanrijare Rupasita Saprema Imachanam Vaktam Madhuradharani Vijayani Niskampa Sampavani Devunaha Kuladevata Vijayatam Chaitanya Krishna Ajanulamita Vajo Kanaka Vadato Sankirtane Kapitaro Kamalayatatu Vishwambara Dijavara Jugadharma Palo Bande Jagat Priyakaro Karuna Avataro Anarpita Chirichira Karunaya Vatirna Karo Samaupayitum Motojorasam Saubhakti Sriyam Hari Purata Sundara Duti Kadamba Sandipika Sada Hudaya Kandaris Puratuha Sachinandana Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gauravata Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Hridaya Kori Sapasada Siyam Sayam Avatari Atyanta Dulabha Prema Kari Bharedana
Don't you raise the tea?
Sikaya Sharanagati Bhavati Rabhana Dainya Atma Nivedana Bhakti Devara Avasara Krishna Visasapana Bhakti Anukulamaka Kaje Rasika Bhakti Pratikula Varjana Vika Sadanga Sharanagati Hai Bejana Tara Prattana Sane Srinanda Kumara Upasana Panapade Dante Trunakami Bhakati Vinadapode Doing Madadori Kandiya kandiya bole Amita yadam Kandiya kandiya bole Amita yadam Sikaye saranagati Koraye yuta Asikaya saranagati Koraye yuta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jivaradaya Kari Sapasanasya Dhamma Sayam Avatari Atyanta Dulabha Prema Korivardhana Shikaya Saranagati Bhagavati Radha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Deva Radhima Deva 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 Karapatarudana Shri Vrajarajanandana Radhika Jivanadhana Aparupaye Savamana Navadipi Avatare Radhavana Angikare Tarapanti Angira Gosana Vinavancha avilasi sache garve parakasi Sangalaya parisadhamana Gora hari avatari Venera vadarakari Sadilama nero nikakala Radhikara prana patiki bhavikandeniki Tabo jabakata samana Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Uttama Adhama Kishuna Vasila Gachini Kepura Kai Premananda Hemana Gora Rudaya Doriya Mona Vaja Guranga Karaguranga Laguranga Nama Vaja Guranga Karaguranga Laguranga Nama Chaitanya Gauranga Vaji Seyahoya Mona Prabhare Chaitanya Gauranga Vaji Seyahoya Mona Prabhare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram Hare Hare Yasaiva Param, Yajamukti Radha Prema Vidharam, Nuramatamata Tasmai Jagatmam, Naramangalaya Chaitanya Chandrayo, Namaste Chaitanya Chandrayo, Namaste Chaitanya Chandrayo, Namaste Ananda Leela Maya Vigrahaya Imavadibhyo Jalisundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasaprabhaya Chaitanya Chandrayo, Namaste Chaitanya Chandrayo, Namaste Chaitanya Chandrayo, Namaste Janapam Kamaniste Nachasamadigatam Jattapudhyana Joge Vairagistya Vastatuvirati Nayatakitam Chabikaiche Govinda Prema Majanati Nachagalitam Yadrasyam Swayancha Namneva Pradurasira Vadrati Parijatratam Nomi Gauram Chaitanya Chandrayo Namaste Chaitanya Chandrayo Namaste Chaitanya Chandrayo Namaste Hare Krishna Karna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gaupesha Gopika Kanto Radha Kanto Namostute Jayatam Suratu Pango Mama Mando Matir Masarvasa Purambo Radha Madana Mohano Idrindara Kalpadumadashmar Nagara Sinhasanastu Shima Radha Shila Govinda Devo Krishna Shiva Mano Shmarami Shman Rasara Sarami Bamshvato Tatastita Karshan Vainu Sane Gopi Gopinato Siyetuna Karta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Guru Savana Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Rama Eva Keva Kalo Nastieva 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 Tatiranyata Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Rama Eva Keva Kalo Nastieva 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 Tatiranyata. One more time, all together. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Rama Eva Keva Kalo Nastieva 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 Katiranya. Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya Karoi Dasi Trinapika Ati Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya Karoi Dasi Trinapika Ati Sakala Sami Baladiya Karo Sakala Sami Baladiya Karo Nijamani Siva Nijamani Siva Sakala Sama Korite Sakati Nata Jatanja Gurudev Sakala Samana Korite Sakati Nata Jatanja Tabita Gaivo Harinama Suke Tabita Gaivo Harinama Suke Aparadhari Hata Kavendo people love you. Itaratavena Gurve kavendo people love you. Itaratavena Shakti Vodena Ameyapidena Shakti Vodena Ameyapidena Kormare Anga Shanta Kormare Anga Shanta Jogata Vichari Kichunai Pai Tomorrow, Karuna Sa, Untitled Chapter, Tomorrow, Karuna Sa. Karuna na hoile. Kandiya kandiya, koruna na hoile. Kandiya kandiya, prananara pido ara, prananara pido. Karuna na hoile. Kandiya kandiya, koruna na hoile. Kandiya kandiya. Prananara pido ara, prananara pido. Gune pido mindo diya, korona se, rena pekati. Sakala sahale baladiya koro, sakala sahale baladiya koro, nijamane shira ira, nijamane shira ira. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
You take a video of it.
Yeah.
What's your name, sir?
Yes.
What's your name?
Haridas.
Haridas.
Yes.
Wow, it's a beautiful name.
You gonna come to video? You gonna video
take a
me?
video. You'll become a movie star. So this is run by a charity?
Yeah, exactly. It's a spiritual charity. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We're very famous all over the world. We give him free vegetarian, vegan, healthy, sanctified food.
I see.
When you eat that food, really it connects with God, you know.
Yes.
And we
yes.
chant. We all the people that know us. We all chant this Hare Krishna. You see.
I see.
And in the 60s, actually was a big hit by the Beatles.
Did you have any brochure?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I got pressure. Yeah.
Thank you.
And it's, when you look at the back, you know, yeah, you see,
I see.
Hare Krishna. This is called mantra. You know, anything from the East, you know, like based on meditation, usually there's a mantra, you know. Some they say Om Namo Bhagavate, but this is Maha Mantra, the greatest, and it is recommended for this age that we're living now.
Yes.
It's called Kali Yuga.
This is a awakening age.
It's most degraded. There are 4 ages in the creation. It's just like in a year there are 4 seasons.
I see.
So we have a golden age, which was maybe how many? Maybe 10,000 years ago,
Okay.
something like that.
10,000 years ago.
And then after another age came, the following age called Silver Age.
Okay. Just a second, please.
Yeah, sure.
Let me. May I record?
As you like.
It's
Yes.
a perfect.
No problem.
education
Yeah, it's a
material.
charity. Yeah,
Sure.
it's good. It's beneficial for everyone.
I'm a molecular genetic scientist.
Okay.
I'm visiting UW here.
So if you don't have enough light,
Huh?
we don't have enough light,
That's fine.
enough
that's
lightning,
fine.
because our generator is broken.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was saying that.
Hey.
Hey.
What's your name again? Sorry.
Haridas.
How to spell?
H-A-R-I.
H-A-R-I.
R for Romeo.
H-A-R-I.
D-A-S.
D-S.
D for Delta. A-S. Yeah.
Heridas.
Correct.
Okay, Heridas.
And what's your name?
Sunny.
Sunny.
Nice meeting you, Heridas.
Likewise, Sunny.
And where you from?
Well,
Heridas. H-A-R-I-D-E-S.
you're right. Yeah. This is my spiritual name. This is from Sanskrit. This name.
From
Sanskrit language. Sanskrit.
how to spell Sanskrit?
Sanskrit is S-A-N-S-K-R-I-T.
I see.
Sanskrit. Yeah.
Sanskrit.
Yeah.
And where you were born? Where you were?
I was born in Africa.
Africa.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
So you were educated there. You born and educated there?
I got most of my education in the West. You know, I moved in Europe when I was young.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which country you in Europe?
Oh, I study. I live in a few countries. I live in France. I live in Belgium. I live in Germany. I live in Switzerland.
Oh, okay.
And then finally in France. I live mostly there in France.
I see.
And then that's before then. But more, I live in the UK.
Oh, okay.
Later
so
on.
your accent is African accent. African English accent, right? Because I never heard that kind of. I never have a African friend
Yeah,
who
okay.
was born
Yeah.
in
In Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So English is also the official language, right? In
Yeah,
Africa?
we speak English. Yeah, it goes to French. Some they speak Portuguese because Africa was colonized, no, before.
I see.
Yeah, so the official language, like international languages, we adopt like English, French, Portuguese, Spanish, like this.
So your accent is African English accent.
My accent, people say differently. Some is mixed accent. Sometimes people can't guess.
National accent.
Yeah, they cannot guess. They can't guess. They just say, "Well, we don't know which accent from," you know. Because you see, I live long time. I live long time in the UK. I live long time in France. In America, so I live quite some time.
Okay.
More than maybe 11 years, more than decades. So I pick up. Mostly in Seattle. It's gonna be. I've been in Seattle for 2.5 years.
2.5
But
years
mostly
now.
I was in the UK. New York. Yeah.
Oh, New York.
Yeah, New
So
York.
yeah, I heard you pick up some New York accent.
A little bit. You see,
Yes.
it's all mixed.
So it's that.
Also, I live a little bit in the
international.
Absolutely. You know, you won't believe this. I spent all my life in the major cities in the world:
Okay.
Paris,
Okay.
London,
Okay.
New York.
New York.
Yeah,
Okay. But
a
do
little
you
bit LA also, but not very long. Yeah.
But do you
San
speak
Francisco.
Their languages. Do you speak French, German?
No, German. I never managed to speak German, but French, yes.
Oh, so
French.
when you live in London, when you live in Germany, you don't need to speak their language.
They speak English there too.
Oh, they speak English
Yeah,
too.
the
I
international
see.
language. Yeah, they speak.
So English is international.
For them.
You don't
But
need to
exactly
other
to.
language.
I mean, it's good to learn German, but I didn't stay very long though. I had a very short time.
Yeah, I
Less than a year.
I cannot pronounce some of the syllables.
Yeah, very
Especially
difficult.
the German one. I tried at college and gave up. I failed.
Gave up.
Because they one sound they need to like for me to pronounce that sound I have to drink water first. And then
That's funny.
And then don't let the water don't swallow it.
Yeah.
Make it stay in the middle of here, and then.
Wow.
So I gave up.
What's a long process
Yeah, it's quite frustrating.
to pronounce in
Yeah.
German. Well, yeah, I used to understand a little bit, but I didn't speak German actually.
I see.
Yeah. However, I speak French fluently.
Just like I lived in Tokyo for 6 months. Okay, from February 2015.
Yeah.
6 months later, and when I lived there, okay, before I went there, I thought I had to learn Japanese,
Right,
right?
yeah.
In order to get a experience.
Yes.
But actually, no. And let me tell you one funny story, okay?
Okay.
Because I even though I'm a Chinese, but my skin is as white as the Caucasians.
Yeah, right.
You can tell, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It's true.
you can tell. So one day, those Japanese, they have the society, what we call black society.
Okay.
The people dress up like Asian warriors.
Okay.
And they just approach me and stop me because I'm so shiny,
Right.
I'm
Yeah, so your name is
special.
Sunny. Yeah.
Yeah, Sunny. No, I actually graduated from MIT. Okay.
Okay.
I'm the #1 in my college as well as my high school.
Really?
Then,
Wow.
yeah, I'm a like I said, I'm a scientist.
Yeah, okay.
And I went to Japan is to do auto driving.
Okay.
Like the onboard diagnosis device.
Whoa.
Okay,
That's
so-
scientific terms.
Yeah, because my major at college is double E. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm a COO,
E.
CTO.
Okay.
And when I was there, I was joining my classmates' startup company. Okay. So when I went to Japan, it really surprised me. All the girls, female employees, they don't. You don't see executives there.
All right.
They all work like a clerk, staff, So when I was there, all the business meetings, chemical technology meetings, I'm the only female there. So, and all the males, when they talk, they thought I am the new clerk. Okay. So when I talk, they all speak in English because I don't speak Japanese.
Okay.
So when I talk, they all shocked and standing up and then pay respect to me. Yeah.
Right.
So one day I was stopped by those the Asian warrior.
Okay.
And when they try to can we make friends? They try to get to know to me.
Yeah.
And when I speak in English, they scare away and ran away. That's so funny,
It sounds funny, yes. So they didn't have to do that anyway.
Because they thought I'm not I don't have any power,
Okay.
And then they try to, just like the society in Japan, where females are womanized.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very common. They don't get their due respect there. So they thought I'm one of them. No,
Okay.
I came to Japan to rule them, not to be their slave.
Right.
Slaving them.
Right.
So that's really in Japan they drive on the right hand side, just like in London.
In English, in British.
So it's so weird, when you get there, and I can tell some of the Japanese girls, we all look similar, right? But they are certain type of Japanese girls who is unique in Japan.
Okay.
Only Japanese girls look like that. They look like a doll.
Right, like dolls, yeah.
Yeah, like a doll. And I couldn't find. I haven't seen any Chinese girls look like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's and also they have it's completely a different world than China or
The culture, yeah? Different.
No, even the how the cities look.
Okay.
They are different, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And everything there is so tiny. Tiny. like you checking a hotel room, right?
Yeah.
And the only space is enough for you just to turn around.
Wow.
That's small.
Yeah.
But everything is so perfectly designed.
Right, yeah.
But
It's like perfection, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. Just the minimum, barely. Just the
Wow.
minimum. So now tell me more about your story.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was, as I said earlier on, I'm a native of Africa. I was born in DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. That's really in the heart of Africa, central.
Which country?
Congo.
How to spell that?
CONGO. Congo.
Congo.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Ganguo. We call them ganguo means hot nuts.
Oh.
CONGO. Right?
Yeah, CNGO. Okay. Yeah.
Nuts.
Nuts. Well, yeah, somewhere. So, yeah, I was born in
in Congo.
Yeah.
Are you?
I was born there.
The the prince?
Many are from
The king.
different part of
Your
India.
father is the king.
Yeah, I'm from like tribal
family?
royal family.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
So,
So
but
what's your last name?
It's a nice
my last name, this is my Sanskrit name. My last name is Dialopate.
How to spell?
Dialopatey.
I see.
Dialopate.
And it's all
and the shade of ORG.
One name?
the only one kingdom, right? Only one dynasty.
No.
You
It's
guys changes too?
no, see, the story in Africa is very similar. Like
This
when I studied in India, you have one country,
Okay.
but you have different kingdoms, small kingdoms
I
like
see,
that.
like
Yeah.
India, like India.
Yeah, India, like
Okay.
yeah.
So
You have
you-
small kingdom,
your family
and sometimes you have a bigger kingdom,
I see.
but within that bigger kingdom, there are small empires. You know.
I see.
Right.
So you are one of the empires.
Yeah, exactly. My parents, from my father's side, yes.
How
The
many
rival.
generations already?
also wants to call it.
Oh, I wouldn't know that really.
Yeah,
It goes back really, long ago.
But it's all only within that empire, that district. That's only you, right? Only your family. I'm saying within your district. You guys don't. Just every king has their own land.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Yeah.
But the king is like forever for each land. Or do they like China? They change.
No, they don't change. They have the part of it, like how to say,
Like the governor. You guys like the governor.
sort of, but it's like that piece of land, that part of land is owned by the ancestors. They occupy that part of land.
I
That,
see.
yeah, that's where the part of kingdom.
I
So
see.
it's always days, when you go. Okay, in the modern society, things have changed a lot,
Right.
with the European system or that.
I see.
But so after my time when I was born, yeah, that kingdom was existing. Now it's become like history, It's
I see. So,
now they don't longer follow that system now.
I see.
Yeah.
But it's,
Everything has become like the country is it's a nation like that. So, but they still have a system like provinces, district, and
I see.
that's exactly like a Western system,
I see.
They don't call. Formerly, they used to call what we call like districts. Used to be like small empires. But with the in the Western system, they call like district and then provinces and then like this.
But is polygamy legal there?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh.
Yes,
in
some people
your
observe
state-
it. Huh?
In your state.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, my father, not my father, but his brother. Because my father, he was a very modern person,
I see.
so he was not very much interested in polygamy.
Oh.
But his predecessor, they used to have, there used to be polygams.
Oh.
Means one person can have like 10 wives.
Oh, okay.
Up to 10 wives, yeah.
Yeah,
And they have
as long as they can afford it.
small piece of land just for them,
Oh.
He has a house, and it's all around because all the wives they have their quarters, for one man, and they used to have many children, like this, because he used to beget children with each of the wives,
Oh, okay.
So like that. So anyway, I was born. My parents were Catholic Christians.
I see.
My mother was they educated with that. Then just after my teenager, I got to go to Europe to study.
I see.
When I finished
your major?
my high school over there, I went to study
I see.
to college in the West.
What's your major?
Well, I was trying to do so many things at the same time.
Okay.
Trying to study languages, literature, and then art. I was into music.
Did you take
Music,
any STEM classes? STEM, science, technology, engineering.
This used to be like this would be part of some of the lessons. But that was not really my option.
I see.
But you know, like we to study all this, like in high school, to study science, this and that.
Okay.
But then when I beginning of my college after high school, I wanted to study. I was very much very interested in math.
In
I was
math?
very good, yeah, in math.
Very good at
Yeah,
math.
I was good.
Did you take advanced math at college?
No, after in the college I changed.
I see.
Yeah, I wanted to be performer. So I wanted to follow music, drama, things like this.
But
I was
at
into
high
arts.
school, you have an excellent math at high school.
Yeah.
I see.
Like you know, I don't know how to explain, but in our system there, okay, you have all those lessons, but only then when you actually want to go to college, you know.
I see.
For the last maybe 1 or 2 years, then you start working on a particular, you know, subject, you know.
I see.
If you want to be a scientist, you want to be a politician, want to be this and that.
I see.
I was most interested in history, arts, and then, but I was good in math.
I see.
And
That's
I
amazing.
love languages too.
It's because not many people are interested in math, you know.
No. For me, it was natural. But it's funny enough to say that before I became interested in math, like when I was in primary school, even the beginning of high school, middle school, I never really liked math.
Yeah, I think
I used to
it's
find it
very
really
rare, right?
yeah,
You are very
complicated
rare.
sometimes. You
Because
know.
you are the king.
But it's when after my middle school, all of a sudden I started finding math very easy.
Wow.
Yeah, so I started really I started finding it
All by
very
yourself?
enjoyable. And it's the second for me. It's just like something manifesting in you, right?
I see.
So you know, sometimes many people they achieve success in life,
So
but
all of a sudden-
they work hard for something else.
I see.
But then finally they succeed in something different
I
at the
see.
in the later stage of the
Wow,
of the
that's
learning.
amazing.
Yeah.
Do you dream?
Yeah, dreaming natural. Yeah.
I know. How often you dream? Every sleep?
That I actually I don't dream but that much really. I don't dream that much, you know. Occasionally I dream.
Occasionally, what's the sequence? Once in a week? Twice in a week?
Very difficult to say really, to be quite honest.
I
I can't
see.
really, I can
And,
maybe once a month or something.
Once
I
a
always
month.
say it so, yeah.
And after you wake up, do you still remember what you dream?
Or some of the dreams really can't remember. Some they're very vague, you know.
I see.
And then
Sometimes it's vivid.
yeah, sometimes dreams are very funny, you know.
I see.
But some dreams really is very substantial.
I see.
You know exactly what it was, and you can remember that when
Okay.
after.
And when is your earliest memory of your life? How?
When I was, I think I can remember. I can go back when I was even 2 years ago. 2 years
years?
old. Yeah.
What's that memory?
I remember when I was spending time with family,
Oh.
playing with friends,
I see.
see different. I had to see things in different angles. You
I
know.
see.
I can see. You know, I can. Yeah.
You still can remember it.
Yeah, I remember certain things. Not everything, but some impressions still
I
there.
see.
Yeah.
When did you start to talk?
When I started to talk, maybe around that time actually, between 2 and 3.
3? Okay.
2
Two
and
or
3.
three. Okay. So that earliest memory.
It's funny when I start.
Did you-
I tell
did you
one thing
speak? Did you
interesting.
talk?
When I start speaking, I would stutter.
Oh,
I couldn't speak, and my parents were very worried.
I see.
Yeah, and then my father used to do something traditional.
I see.
And every morning, it's funny. It's like a bell.
Okay.
I can't remember that.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
bell, strung up.
Okay.
You have a rope there, just like hanging rope,
I see.
and there's a bell.
Okay.
And every morning, he used to get some drink of water,
I see. I see.
and then he used to fill in the bell and used to drink from the bell.
Oh.
I remember.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if other people know that. It's funny.
And it works, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So after that, after you drink the bell water, you
Every morning, every morning when I wake up, my father would come. He'll take me with him, and then the bell was there already permanently.
I see.
Set up there, and then everyone needs water from the bell, and then I think that big bell, not very big, but it's like
What kind of material of the bell?
like no, it was what you call it?
Copper.
No, we call it brass. I would say brass.
Brass.
Yeah.
I see brass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Wow.
And then he ring the bell and then put the water and then I drink. I don't know how many cups they do. How many times? I can't remember that exactly. Maybe twice or three times. And he did that every morning. I remember every morning.
Oh.
That was like treatment, And then it didn't take very long. I can't remember exactly. After a year, a few months, something. I became really, good talker. Yeah. Until now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
And my father, the amazing is natural, all natural.
Yes.
No going to the speech therapy is nothing. Just that.
It's just that.
Yeah.
That's from God.
Yeah, I became a good speaker.
I see. It's gifted from God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And my father was very, very spiritual person. He
God,
everything, day, morning, evening. Morning, evening, you go before go to bed. You pray to God.
I see.
You pray to God.
Is he still alive?
Oh no, he passed away a long time ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh wow, he wouldn't survive because he was old anyway. After that time.
I see.
So, but he passed away because he has a long sickness. That's why. Yeah, he survived for a long time with that sickness. Finally, he had to pass. Away. He was very, very a great believer, a very religious person, very spiritual. Actually, everything I have is from him. I've been practicing this spiritual life for the last nearly 40 years.
40 years.
I came to this. But when I was born, obviously, as I said, I was born as a Christian because my parents both were Christians.
Yes.
My father spent a lot of time. My mother was almost like a nun. So in the church.
Did she go also have education?
Yeah. She was midwife. Yeah, she studied like she was in those days in Africa. You had to get trained.
I see.
When you're lucky, you get trained for any kind of I'll say any subject. You're good at it. Some people they study, they get basic education, but then straight away they put them into kind of how do you call this apprentice, like you to learn if you're good enough. If they find your propensity, like my mother, she was really, really good midwife.
I see.
She was like a nurse basically. She was very good at that.
And
many women
also has a bachelor degree.
And in those days, they had to have different. Yeah, they had to have this kind of. I can't remember exactly those days. I was little.
I see.
But they had to someone to get graduated some extent.
I see.
And then straight away, they used to be given a job,
Okay.
to work in the hospital. And those days, everything like the hospitals, schools, they were usually managed by the religious people, like priests,
I see.
which were very good. I really appreciate,
Yes.
It's with nice morality, the nice believe in God. With this, so
Yeah,
for my entire life, there's no time I didn't believe in God. I would believe in God.
Me too.
Yeah, and so that's my father was. My father was. He was a mechanic,
Okay.
Yeah. So this way they live in the major cities, and then finally later on they moved to small places, like villages. So we got education because they were educated. So that's why I got the opportunity to study. Because those days in Africa, there was a lot of people they didn't get opportunity to study,
I see.
But I was lucky. So one of those families, with they were interested in education, sometimes like.
Okay.
So then I got my education. Then I came to Europe, and then I became an artist. I started performing, because I was talented with music,
I see.
So I left everything else, but I decided to study so many things.
Do you write songs yourself?
Yeah. Oh, I was. Yeah, I was songwriters, everything.
I see.
But then that's 40 years ago.
Okay.
And then because now I'm 66, you don't believe that I'm 66.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But 40 years
To
ago.
me, you look like 33.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not kidding. Just cut it half.
People do not believe when I tell them my
Yeah.
age, they don't believe. Say, oh
Yeah.
no,
The-
you're just kidding. I say no, that's my age.
You
But you know why? You know why?
Yeah,
The
forever.
you know the secret.
Yeah. What's the secret?
For instance, okay, back again to my father. He used to do things, very healthy stuff. Like I'm 66, I don't know dentist. I never been to dentist.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never do nothing. I don't even know when people say,
Wow.
you can see all my teeth, they're all normal.
But you do brush, right? Like
Of
floss?
course, I do.
But you never
I'm
had
very,
any problem with your
I'm very interested in brushing my teeth. Yeah, I never had a problem. I never been to the dentist. I don't know what the truth heck is.
How about your vision? Still 2020?
My vision is be weak. I do use glasses.
don't need-
I
you
use.
do, you
You know that's because when you're reading a lot. I used to read a lot. That's
I
the
see,
thing.
I
Yeah.
see.
To read a lot. So I said when I was in my mid 30s, I think mid 30s, I needed reading glasses.
I
And
see.
they finally they prescribed me the full-time glasses wearing.
Okay.
But it's funny. But now I actually have short-sighted. But now I don't need glass to see. I only need glass to read.
I see.
My vision became better. I don't know.
Yeah. So how about your hair?
My hair.
Hair.
Yeah, hair like. Well,
You're like young.
we shave all the time. I have a hair, but
Okay.
we shave up,
I see.
and I believe we shave. Like all the monks,
Oh, okay,
like the
I see.
Buddhist people and that,
see.
and also in the Christian country we shave.
But-
The reason we shave, because the spiritual life is mostly about cleanliness.
Yes.
Like we say, cleanliness is next to godliness. Hello. Anyway, I don't want to be upset. Usually we don't smoke around here. We don't.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Good. She understood that. Okay. Good. So we didn't offend her, but she understood. Usually we don't smoke around here.
I don't smoke.
Yeah. Because we have the people here, some they don't. So like, you understand? We have a lot of people come here.
Yes.
So we want to respect everybody. So
Yeah, exactly.
it's like non-smoking zone.
Yeah, exactly.
While we're here, you can
That's
smoke
right.
anywhere else on the bench, but not here.
The second-hand smoke is not.
No,
At all.
yeah. So cleanliness is next to godliness. That's the saying, yeah. So that's what we share up,
I see.
because according to the philosophy, anything that's overgrown in the body is supposed to be dirty, like growing nails, growing excessive hair. They're like waste.
Okay.
See, that's why when you cut hair, you don't lose anything.
Yeah.
When you cut nails, you don't lose anything.
Right.
In fact, if you have long nails, what happens? What happens? You have some dirt. They all go inside,
Yeah.
and that's
I hate
that.
that.
Yeah, that's hides a lot of
Bacteria.
yeah, bacteria exactly. Easily.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why
When you can grow hair, like for us, we male people we shave, but ladies they don't shave up.
Oh.
But men they have to wash hair all the time. They have to wash
Yeah.
it all the time. It's but it's hard, to wash all the time. Sometimes cold water.
Yeah, I can't understand the
The hair.
Middle East tradition.
Yeah,
All the male
yeah,
wrap their hair.
yeah.
And
But
they never cut it.
Yeah.
Really.
like in India, the sick people, the sick.
Yeah, the sick.
They sick.
Yeah.
They don't. Yeah, they do like that. Yeah. But what they say that the hair is called power, but whatever it is, they believe in it. But hair, when you grow hair, it's dirty. Unless if you want to keep hair, then you need to make sure you wash it all the time. It's a simple, very logical.
Yeah.
Because of the dirt, they get stuck in there.
Yeah. Yes. And then
And then you don't get proper air, nothing.
right. Exactly. you are not closer to God.
Exactly. No oxygen much going there.
Right.
So anyway, I had a very religious background, and then later on when I was in Europe, because I have so many friends, I love the people. That's my thing. Because I was artist, right? So people they love me,
I
right?
see.
And from all walks of life, I have a friend. I have a very very close friend, Chinese.
Oh, it's Chinese?
Yeah,
Okay.
Japanese and Indians
Uh-huh.
and whites. Oh, yeah, as I said, all from different walks of life.
Do you
And
have a
then,
business card?
no, right now I don't have it. But I have just my phone number.
Okay,
I will
yeah,
give you at
can
the
we-
end.
Can we,
I will.
exchange
I
that?
can. My number is 644.
Let me call.
I'm just recording it,
Oh.
and then you can write later on
Oh,
when
yeah.
when you
That's-
listen to
that's-
the recording.
Okay, hold on. That's a good idea.
Just like I say my name.
Yes.
You're gonna replay that, and then you
Yes,
can listen
yeah.
to everything. So my number is 646-961-1765. So that is 646-961-1765.
Okay, great. Got it.
Remember also Hare Das. Okay.
Hare does, yeah.
Yeah.
Harides.
Correct.
And
So
can you
now I'm
spell-
gonna tell you
Can you
most.
spell your last name one more time?
Dialopate. Dialopatey. Dialopate.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my given name.
I see. Last name, right?
Yeah.
I see. It's a long
Yeah,
one.
in a legal sense, that's my first name.
Oh,
And then this Haridas is like my nickname,
I see.
but in a spiritual sense, that's my main name. So
Oh.
it depends
I
in
see.
which field, you know.
Okay.
Like if I'm dealing with legal stuff, Dialopate, that's my given name.
I see.
I'm known in that name, passport name, everything.
So on your passport, you don't have a last name?
In the passport, I have a different name, Dialopate, but no Haridas.
I see.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but Haridas is like my spiritual name.
I see.
Yeah, okay. But I prefer that one.
I see. Yeah, it's a beautiful.
So most important chapter of my life is when I was saying that when I grew up, just after I go past my teenager, and I started having so many friends
Yes.
and traveling around the world. I was lucky. I traveled a lot. I associated so many people. Like I said, friends for all kind of from all kind of backgrounds. You know, I mean, walks of life. And what you call race is something, but actually it's ignorance. But actually, in the human society,
Yes.
we have only one race, human race.
Yes.
But other race they created by ignorance. It said, I'm white, I'm black, I'm this, I'm Chinese, I'm European. This all actually they're not races. These are like a group of people, like ethnicities.
Yes.
But there's only one human race,
Yes.
regardless who you are. A human is human, isn't it?
Yeah, human species.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Human
Yeah.
species. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah. So now I like people. I used to think myself, look, the world is for everyone. I'm a citizen of the world. You know, yeah. The world belongs to us. So I wanted to be nice with everybody else, just like you're nice with your neighbors. You're nice with your so-called family members. Why not with other people? I have that, you know. And I always that belief, you know. And then because of my religious upbringing, I was thinking, why then we have to have so many other religions? And not only because of religion, but sometimes religious groups are fighting or they hate each other. It didn't make sense to me. If there's only one God, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't matter. You may be praying to God different. Your different way of praying that from mine. So, but we have to understand this. Just like there's one father in the family, each child loves their father, has a relationship with the father, which is individual relationship, personal.
Yes.
Yeah, like you have your father, You have a relationship with your father, your brother, other sisters, whatever, other brothers. They have, each one of them have a relationship with your father or your mother. Simple. So we should understand this way. So then I start thinking, okay, I really want to know about God. You know, who's God is? If God is my father, where is he then? Why is so much chaos? You know? And then I was praying, and then I started exploring different scriptures, like a little bit of Quran, and a little bit of course Bible. I studied Bible a lot from all my life, and then I became interested in the spirituality, because there's slight difference between religion and spirituality. Spirituality means spirituality is like a common ground that whether you like or not, all the living beings are spirituals, because spiritual means the living force, soul. Soul is spiritual. Nobody can deny that. Even the animal, their souls too.
Yes.
They have different bodies, but their soul, because they have consciousness.
Yes.
They're conscious. That's a common ground, right?
Yeah.
And
I will tell you what I discovered.
Yeah, you tell me after that.
Yeah.
So the symptoms of what proves that we all consciousness is the same for everyone.
Yes.
Like we have the same feelings.
Yes.
When you're feeling pain is pain for everyone.
Yeah, for everybody.
Joy is joy for everyone.
Yeah.
Love is love for everyone.
Yeah, for all the
When you're upset,
organism.
when you're upset like everybody get upset.
Yes.
You can't see the color. Oh, your upset is blue, my upset is red, and not like that. So
universal.
and when you have a fear, you know, animals, they have a fear, and we can defend. So every symptoms are there. So that means we are conscious beings.
Yes.
Regardless what form we have. This material form is like a dress. We have a human dress, animal, and another animal maybe it's got dog dress, cow dress, or a cat dress, something like this. And those dresses we call material bodies, no? For instance, nobody says I'm a body. Everybody said my body.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So in a simple English language, when you say any language, when you say my body, what does that mean? What does it mean? It means that you're not a body, but you own the body.
Yes. Yeah.
So then who are you? You are the I. The I is the soul.
Yes. Exactly.
But unfortunately, the problem we're facing in the entire society, human society, this wisdom, this understanding is not there. It's not there. They only give the importance to the material body, but the body is not conscious. You are conscious.
Yes.
The proof is that if you conscious being as a soul, when you leave this body, that's what we call death. For instance, somebody very healthy, all of a sudden the body is destroyed. That means the soul can no longer live in there. Just like when your apartment is being destroyed, you know, you can't live there anymore. You go somewhere else, or you're driving maybe a brand new car, but we get a very bad accident, right? So the car is right off. You can't drive anymore. What? You leave it. You put in the scrap yard, right? Finish. So similarly, the body like that. Whatever circumstances, we have to leave the body. And when we leave the body, that's what we call death. And the body is no longer, the body is no longer, the body is no longer animated. I mean, the body is dead now, inert, no longer active, if you want.
Animated.
Yeah, but that means the soul is no longer there. Very simple to understand. Like even people who are very ignorant, they don't know. When somebody dies, they say, "Oh, my father, or my friend, or my wife, gone." They say that.
Yeah. No, they are not.
No, they say they're gone. No, they can. It makes sense. They've gone. That means the person has left the body. The body is lying there, a corpse, right? That's true.
Yeah.
So now, when they say he's gone, so the soul, the spirit's gone, but the body's lying there.
Yeah.
But now, it's funny enough, they say this, but when you try to educate them to say, look, you are not this body, your spirit soul. Now, you are crying for this body, this dead body, but the soul is never dead. He's gone somewhere else.
Yes, exactly.
But they don't know that.
But that's not in the Bible.
Not
Yeah.
exactly.
So the Bible actually purpose omitted in the I believe you know all the history
Of course, I'm not criticizing because all the religious.
They do not acknowledge reincarnation.
Right.
That's a common phenomenon.
That's correct.
Every second.
They don't believe. They don't know the law of karma.
Those pastors, they don't want you to know.
Wow.
Because they want to control you to make money.
Absolutely.
Right. So in the old days, right, in a church, you have to pay for, like, they can forgive your sin. That's how the
confession,
the church
confession,
make money.
confession,
You know?
confession.
Well, how can you make your sin clear by paying? That's ridiculous, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's ridiculous.
So
Yeah.
Religion is just a way to make money, to fool people, to control people.
Yeah.
So, and if they acknowledge the existence of reincarnation, they lose their way of making money.
Absolutely. and also, you know
as long
what?
as you are a nice person, you follow the golden rule, which is treat others the way you want to be treated. Everybody can be, can be as perfect as God.
Yeah.
Everybody is equal. It's because we all follow the rule, the golden rule.
Exactly. You know what we said? A living entity, especially human beings, obviously.
So I'm surprised.
The qualities.
You, as a Christian, you do.
The qualities, the qualities of the soul is the same like God.
Exactly.
You know why? Because
as long as you don't hurt others.
When you follow spiritual discipline,
yes, exactly.
you follow the rules of God.
Yeah.
And even the rules of society, they're also rules of God. So God is the creator. He's the source of everything.
Yeah.
So as long as you cooperate with God, because you're already spiritual. Because for the spiritual being, there's no beginning and end. You exist eternally.
Exactly.
You have all sort of mystic powers, but you don't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
But when you when you connect yourself with God, you follow you follow the instruction of God, and you serve God. You dedicate your life. You're no longer thinking, I'm this body, but I'm the spirit soul. I'm a spiritual being. At that time, God reveals everything to you.
Yes.
It makes you understand what spiritual means.
Exactly.
What spiritual means.
When I tell you my story, maybe when is your free time? We can make appointment and then we can go hiking and then talk at the same time.
Well, I have at times, but I'm full-time preacher. I do service.
But the thing is, you do have weekends, right?
Yeah, we operate. But during the day, I have some part of the day, some part of the day, right? During the day, I can be free or sometimes.
Sure.
But
let's make appointment.
we can first talk over the phone.
Okay.
And then I'll let you exactly know. I'll let you know
Your schedule.
where's my schedule. Yeah.
Okay.
Because for me, it does happen like I have a routine, but it changes all the time.
Sure.
Yeah, it changes all the time.
So next week sometime.
We'll see. Yeah. As I said, I'll check. I'll go through my activities. What I do.
Do you have an office?
Huh?
Do you have an office in?
I have office. I live in a monastery. Yeah. I have facilities there.
I see.
But I have my phone. That's it.
Would you mind come over here? Because I'm not good at driving.
We come. I don't drive. I don't have a car.
Oh.
I only come with the food truck. Yeah.
Okay.
If I do go somewhere, I go with the members of the church.
Oh, but you can take the subway, right?
That I don't do that often. But I can find a friend who can drive. You can drive me.
Because I actually. I'm a professor, right? I'm a life scientist.
Oh,
and
okay.
I also file a patent.
Okay.
And it got approved last year, September.
Uh-huh.
But the official registration number, I just got it at Chinese New Year. I want to show you my credentials,
Okay.
so that you know what I'm doing. And my book one already finished. It's a science research book. It's
Okay.
all the scientific terminology. But I'm writing a second book.
Okay.
The second book is my personal account of my discoveries. you know.
Okay.
And the title of this second book is The Science of God.
That's it. Oh wow, that's interesting.
Okay. And
Wow, that's
not
great.
just,
Science
when-
of God,
when
right?
God is tangible. You can
Wait,
see
say that again. The
God
title
is
of the book?
tangible.
No, the title of the book, you said Science
The
of God.
Science of God.
Great.
You know, when you tell people, educate people what God is,
Yeah.
you don't have the data. Okay, the math data,
Yeah.
the chemical properties, technical nature, physical nature of God. See that? My whole book is
Bad.
it's I'm disclosing, elucidate of God's nature
Yeah.
all over. Nothing missed.
Okay, say also your phone number. Say it on the recording.
okay.
What's your phone number?
My number?
Yeah.
You can remember?
If you speak there, I'll tell recording.
Oh,
You're recording, aren't you? I'm also recording here.
Oh, you record? Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your number? Your number?
This is a historical moment.
Yeah.
It's going to be
What's your phone number?
206
Yeah.
902
Okay.
8989.
Oh.
Okay, and my patent file is a new molecular drug delivery system.
Okay.
And I already tested on 5 types of drugs. Diabetes, hypertension, antibiotics, cancer drugs, and melatonin.
Whoa.
And our preliminary result all show up. We only need at most half of the dose. So I cut the dose just completely in half.
Wow.
But how I achieve this is all inspired by God. From the day when I was, remember my major was double E, nothing to do with molecular biology, okay?
Okay.
And I came all the way, I did this all by myself, helped by God. God is my only help. I have no, it's on the second book,
Without God, we can't do anything.
Yeah, this is what
That's a fact.
The rule that I discovered, it's God's the universal rule. Okay. The more stress, the more breast. And then not only that, okay, stress is not the fundamental thing, but stress is God used to train you. In order to be pleased by God, in order to what God wants to see is the second part.
Okay.
The more sacrifice, the more breath.
Okay.
That's the principle that God gave me, at the cost of my mom and my dad. My dad was murdered because I was trying my diabetes drugs on him, and he was murdered by his family doctor. So God used all. See how we sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
And I can trace back to my grandmother, maternal mother. Okay, from my mom's mom. She is the reincarnation of a Caucasian pastor back in the early 18th.
Okay.
They were murdered. They were cut into pieces by the rioters, the local Chinese rioters.
Yeah.
And not only just one pastor, the whole family were killed. So
Oh,
those souls,
homicide, yeah.
those souls got into reincarnated
Yeah,
into my grandmother's body.
Mm.
So that's why we look like Caucasian.
So good, you believe in a reincarnation, right?
Yeah,
that's good.
and that I don't know you know the Chinese history or not. That is the reason why 8 countries invaded China, because they want to find who's the murderers, right?
Mhm.
But the local Chinese government didn't want to, and then that's why the 8 countries invaded China to get justice, you know.
Right.
So I can already trace back, and not only just by saying that, I have DNA evidence.
Okay.
You know, everything is what I say.
Mm-hmm.
It's all database, science based. You know, I'm a scientist.
Okay.
I'm a life scientist,
Okay.
and you know that's the origin.
So
of my-
now I have a question. How do you how do you understand when you say, because you're scientists, how do you, because as far as I know, most of the scientists, right? As to my knowledge, right? Most of the scientists, right? They don't have a they don't have a conception of God. They more or less they deny existence of God. Some of the
They're
scientists.
stupid.
Yeah,
They are
but
stupid.
there are some most of scientists, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they think they know everything. They think there's nothing beyond matter. You know, there's no spirit, there's no soul. Because
They're stupid.
Yeah,
My
right.
whole book, because they are stupid,
Uh-huh.
they all the textbooks are wrong.
Mhm.
On my book 1, I refute each one of them. Okay, from head to toe, basically from head to toe.
Mm.
And then after that, I presented the correct ones.
Yeah, okay.
Either it's anatomy, structure, or how. Basically, my second book, my book 1 is how molecules move within a live body.
Okay.
That's they have the way that God designed, and that's not just like saying it's all. You can directly measure it. Okay.
Mhm.
So it's a ball. And guess what? Do you know what's my grandmother's name? It's literally says, I raise balls. And I already proved the whole universe is a ball, including time.
Mhm.
You know, it's a ball. And because God already inspired me, I raise ball. You know, and the ball is the quantum. You know quantum, right? Quantum. Quantum means the smallest unit. Okay.
Oh yeah, okay.
The
Okay,
smallest
okay.
unit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quantum, yeah.
So I literally correct all the misconceptions
Yeah.
of the tradition, the current textbooks. Okay,
Mhm.
molecular biology. Because molecular biology, and I'm not just a life scientist. I'm a biophysicist,
Okay.
biochemist.
Okay.
You know,
Biochemist.
everything.
Uh-huh.
I'm good at, because I'm just representing God.
Right.
He assigned this mission to me.
Okay.
You have to, and I dream. That's why I asked you. I dream every nanosecond if I sleep.
Mhm.
And but do you know how God trained you? Very simple. What is the stress? The most stressful stress is death, right?
Right.
So I have been going through so many deaths.
Okay.
You know, my dad was murdered, and my mom died at age of 39. And why she died? Because she's burning her life just like a candle to light others.
Mhm.
Literally, back then we were very poor. The minimum the maximum salary my mom earned as a principal of an elementary school is less than 10 US dollars.
Wow. Okay.
And she and I remember back then she's cooking stir fry like a bear fish. I don't know whether you know bear fish, like a bear. Okay, and it smells so good, and all the she her school we live up in we live in a school, and it's in a subway of a city, and all the her students, whether they are richer than us or poorer than us, all the kids just line up. And my mom only have like a one bell like this big, so like a plate, right? And she just gave them all, leaving me and my brother starving.
Wow, that's very. She's a very kind person.
Yeah, no, she's the kindest person.
Yeah.
You know, if you are a millionaire, if you
Very
give away
kind-hearted.
half of your money, that's nothing. You already got your basic needs meet, right? But my mom, she's only less than $10, and she's still paying the tuition of her brother going to one of the top schools in China. And she's helping everybody,
Wow.
making her.
That some people they like that, they have
If you even do not have enough food to feed yourself and your children, but you still give away your food to others.
Yeah, that's
God, right? That's God.
that is the quality of God.
Yes, that's the most important quality.
That means
sacrificing.
she has a loving nature. So
sacrifice. Sacrifice.
Yeah, love is more than sacrifice. Exactly.
Yes, yeah.
Love means when you love. Of course, in this world, what we call love is not really love; it's a lust. But the real love means that you give the best to the person you love. You give yourself to the person you love.
She loves everyone, just like God loves everyone. Okay?
That's very good. That's a very good quality. So
the best quality.
That's why you see.
Kindness.
That's why you see that even in this mature world, you can see that in all the living entities, people are not always bad. They're always good and bad qualities in people.
Nothing bad.
Nothing bad, but yeah. Sometimes God manifests His qualities through another living entity. Like you there, He gives you really, He gives you a quality like a kindness, like a mercifulness. You can have a forgiving nature.
Exactly.
It can give a power to tolerate any situation. It gives you power to respect every living entity.
Yes.
So all these qualities of God. So God can manifest those qualities.
With unconditional love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Love is unconditional anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, she loves everybody with
Unconditionally. Yeah.
And
So
just like I said, she's like a candle.
yeah.
But killing herself to light up others.
Yeah.
Exactly like a candle.
Jesus Christ did the same thing. Jesus Christ, he was crucified for.
I'm now looking for my book one almost finished, okay? Because I have to show the scientific society, okay? This is what God is.
Okay.
You guys are wrong.
That's good. I appreciate that
You
and
guys
you
are
shared
wrong,
it. Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
So not only that, because the scientist part, I have to be, fully become the leader
Okay.
of them. I'm going to lead, because what they are doing is not, do you know why they are?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. How are you doing? Good. Get some food, eh?
I'm okay. I've been eating all day.
Okay.
I need something to drink or something.
Ask them I don't know what they have.
I will.
Whether maybe water or maybe tea. I'm not sure.
Let's
Good.
see.
Sometimes probably, what do you have, tea or?
Not today.
Oh,
We have food.
not drink at all?
No.
Sorry. No any drink. Sorry.
So no problem. So
Okay. We're gonna continue our talk. No problem. Well, let's do like this.
let's make appointment, and then I'll show you all my.
That's why I
all
give you my
credentials.
number.
Yeah.
I got your number. We'll call.
Yeah.
I'll see what availability I have.
Right.
And then if I don't drive, I can get some of my close friends. We can drive together.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
and,
Because I already 100% finished book one, right?
So what about
The second book, I need all you guys to participate.
Okay.
You know, to be one of my assistants.
Okay.
My assistants.
What about if he okay, look, let's do like this, Sunny. We'll call each other, right? Because now it's like we call this and that, we try to do things,
exactly.
but we'll find a good
I sleep a block from here.
great. So we'll give a call,
Sure.
and then calmly, peacefully we can discuss, we can talk about, I can also invite you to come to our center. Very beautiful there place.
Where?
Sammamish.
Oh, okay. Well,
Anyway,
I lived there for 10 years.
Okay, anyway, we'll talk. We'll see what
But
is
visit my home first, yeah.
Okay.
One thing you don't please never get me wrong. My voice is when I talk, that's my normal volume. I have so much energy,
Yeah.
so I always talk loud. Okay, people thought I'm weird.
It's okay, that's fine, that's fine.
That's my normal.
It's okay.
Too much
It's good.
energy
Yeah.
from God.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
Hi. What yourself?
Yeah.
Are you one of the three?
You want more?
Okay. Yeah, okay.
That's
Don't worry about that. It's okay. I know, I have long experience. I meet people from all kind of people. So the external thing, what matters
Okay.
in the conversation, what matters is what we're discussing about.
So my goal is I'm going to fix the scientific, fix all the errors in the textbook.
Okay.
And then I also, for the general public, we are writing the science of God.
Okay.
To educate the general public
Can I start to go?
what God
Is
is.
it yours?
Yeah, those are mine.
The bag as well?
Yes.
Okay.
See that? So the war is incorrect. We have to correct the war.
True.
We have to, to show the power of God.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
Everybody.
That's what we're doing the same thing.
This war is not righteous.
No.
It's not as righteous as God wish.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, we have to fix it. And let me tell you why the textbook is wrong. Because they all use an in vitro model, okay? And in the in vitro model, for example, capillary, right? Capillary has wall, right? Capillary wall. But in the in vitro model, they took away the capillary wall. That's why the result they observe, they just apply the result observed to the real body. In the real body, those that what they saw never ever occur.
Okay.
So that's why the whole textbook, from physics, from chemistry, from molecular biology, everything is wrong. Einstein is wrong. The traditional quantum physics is wrong. I
Okay.
prove it all.
Good.
And first, in order to have critical thinking, right? First, you have to review them, to point out where they are wrong, right? Why they are wrong, and after that, you present the correct one.
Yes.
The correct structure.
First you
and
expose
then
them,
I prove
yeah.
it.
See-
I'm not only just come up with my new hypothesis. I prove them. I prove why my hypothesis is correct, and I prove them all. I not only prove them, I use 3 methods to prove them. First one is proof of contraction, right?
Okay.
Contradiction.
Contradiction,
right?
yeah.
What if it's right that way? And then the second way is 100% logical reasoning. And the third part is direct direct measurement of in vivo real time. They have done many experiments. They got the data, and I use them as references. I quoted more than 10,000 references in my book one. Everything is published. And when they do the in vivo real time experiments, they just did the experiment, and then they just leave the data. They never go to match with the conclusion on the book, which are contradictory.
Right.
You know, so all my evidence is not just logical reasoning. It's there. They already recorded. You see that? So how can my conclusion be wrong? No way. No way.
What I've learned I'm very, very excited because we need people like this. We need people who stand up. People who stand up to the stand up to the scientists because they try to negate the existence of God.
Let me tell you my plan. Okay, after my book one is done, and also the summary of my book two, all my journal, my long LONE, my long journey coming to today, right, to my achievement. The only help I have is God.
Okay.
And I'm being homeless. I'm being abandoned and beaten to death by my second ex. And my first, they all PhD in physics, in information, by computer science. My ex-one is Boeing fellow. He's the top architect for all Boeing wireless communication. Okay. So they all abandoned me. They all abuse me. Okay. So I have a CPA license, license in California.
Okay.
So I use that career I make $1 million. So that's why I just but I have to raise my daughter as a single mom. My ex-one didn't give me any child support.
Okay.
So I'm so from all this way, I all by myself, and I hire a third-party lab to do my preliminary experiments.
Okay.
So I got the basic experiment done. So after my, the summary of my book two, if I can get it, if I can get help with you and other, I have several assistants that I already met before. Okay, so after if we can get book two, that would be another exciting book too, right? I have all, just my life is what I have done, and also weigh, some of the key conclusions that occur to me from God, those pivotal moments. Okay, so when book two is done, then I submit, and also I do a presentation of my book one, right? Yeah, I'm running out of battery. So
sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. So this package and also the patents I file, because I cannot go to a lab because they will rip me off. Let me give you an example. The scientists who invented the PCR. PCR is a method to sequence the DNA. Okay. But when he invented, he worked for a lab. So he has a lab employer. So guess how much he got? Only $10,000 as a bonus. And his employer turned around and sold it for how much? $300 million. So I have to be. I already got the patent. Okay. I have to file the patents before I go to the lab. And the first reviewers, peer reviewers of mine. One is Professor James Rodman. He's a 2013 Nobel laureate. I'm just standing. The details I'll tell you later. I'm just standing on his discovery. And when I saw his Nobel lecture, I was just like hit by a light. And then another professor from my school, he told me, he educated me on how water molecules enter a cell, okay? So those two pivotal moments, when I combine them together, the moment when I saw these two phenomena, I already know, the molecules are how they move, okay, within your body. It's a common sense, very simple, okay? And that moment I know I'm selected by God. Because, wow, how the world's so beautiful, you know, everything moves.
Well, we believe that.
And then him, James Rothman, okay, and then other, all professionals, all Nobel laureates.
Look, what I'll do, I'll give you a wonderful book. We call it Srimad Bhagavatam.
To what? Sorry?
Okay, it's difficult to tell you now because you're not familiar with the name. It's called Bhagavatam.
Okay.
Okay. Don't worry, I'll write it down.
Sure.
There, all the
Let me finish what's my plan, okay? So after I have book 1, book 2, and then my presentation, right? On book 1, recorded the tape, and then all the list of my patents, okay? And then we send this package to this like I believe I pick up 9, okay? 9 Nobel laureates. I will send them. First, I will publish my book 1 on the pre. They have a website that you can just publish that.
Okay.
You know, otherwise people will steal my ideas. You
Okay.
know? But I have evidence with my IP firm.
Okay.
My IP firm actually in the IT field is Microsoft's IP firm.
Okay.
So all this package I sent to my reviewers, my Nobel laureates reviewers, and I can now anticipate the moment when Professor Rothman finished reading all this material, he will pick up the phone and call me right away. So then our group, my group, you and other helpers, we will go together to Yale, and we will do a presentation in front of all the 9 Nobel laureates that I picked. Those Nobel laureates, I pick them. I'm on a very strict standard. If they ever get any money from China, I know they are wrong. They are greedy. You don't think scientists they are your role model? No. Some of them are really what they call. It's not a nice person.
Well,
they are
without
liars.
Without contempt, they are materialistic people.
Yes,
So
yes.
it doesn't matter what they do. You see, people sometimes they have some good ideas, but because they don't have the favor of they're not favored by Supreme Lord.
They don't have good character.
Because they have a very, very sinful life.
Yes.
And they completely there's so many materialistic way of thinking, and they're offensive to God.
Yes, they are God's enemy.
They're trying to compete with God, especially scientists.
They think they are God.
So obviously they are in very precarious or in very deplorable situation, because
Don't worry, I will fix them one by one.
they don't even know how to approach God. God is very kind. He is a loving Father.
Yes.
He is you can't even imagine how loving He is. It's inconceivably great, and then all His qualities are great, unlimited.
Yes.
So, but I think the problem is with us, because we've been covered up by this we call illusion.
Yes.
This illusory energy of God, and this energy that's covering living entity about his true identity, his true nature. That's the energy of God. It's just like now when God gives the sun, you see everything clear.
Yes.
Now the sun is going somewhere else. We're in the dark now.
Okay.
So similarly,
Wait.
this ignorance, like people like the scientists, people are very materialistic and all that. That's the energy of the Lord. So they have no clue how to go to God.
Sorry, you are recording too, right? May I have
do.
a copy when you?
Certainly, certainly.
Because my phone is out of battery.
I will, and then you get everything. So yeah,
Oh.
so that's the thing.
Don't mind,
So
if you just wind up,
Oh sure.
clean up. Oh, sorry. It's about to close our time. So, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Prabhu, Agya Prabhu, I'm making a move.
So we'll do that. We'll talk. We'll take.
I'd like to tell you one more thing, okay? One day, well, actually, that's the day I was going to lose my home with my second ex, okay? The home that he bought, the condo that he bought for me, the townhouse that he bought for me, he wanted to sell, and then he's going to kick me out of home. So the day I went to look for another room to stay, and engineer, 25-year-old Microsoft engineer. He has a master's degree of computer science. So I never met him before, right? Never, because I went to see the room that offered by the by the landlord. Anyway, so on that day, I educated him on the discoveries and my patents, everything, just like what I told you. But in more detail, more technical details. And that was a Wednesday afternoon in March 21st. We were standing within a room, and the sunshine coming from the window. So I was standing like that's the sunshine. I was standing a couple steps away, and later on, he said he texted me, and on that day, because we were enjoying our conversation, and we totally forgot about the cat, okay, and the cat ran away from home. So the young kid blamed me because and that's some misunderstanding. Anyway, after we talk about how we going to get the cat back, he's not the landlord. He's just a tenant. Okay.
Yeah.
So he blocked me. Okay. But before he blocked me, he's like just like a little kid. He said when you are educating me on your discoveries and your patents, I saw your whole body glaring just like the sun. He said, I literally see that light. Your whole body, okay? Just from top, whole body. And he said, he told me that his purpose is not to please me. Because he's blocking me, right? He has no interest in to please me. He's just telling me what he saw. Yeah, they are. This is called aura, A-U-R-A.
I know.
Yeah, people with supervision, they can see aura with bare eyes. But normally, the normal people's aura is 1,000 times than the most sensitive device, and it has to be in a completely dark background with a completely dark. So, and there's another machine. You can see, you can detect how many biophotons that a person emits. So I can literally, that's a lab in Duke University. People with with the intelligent genes. It's so that's why I said I know all the natures, math, physics, and chemistry, chemical natures of God. Okay, God, those power that is assigned from God to me can be measured.
Yeah. I did that, bro. We ready to go?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, summarize. We way to go now.
Sure.
It's the time we're running late.
Yeah.
So we do like this. Definitely, we spend good time, but still, is house, it's cool with that.
Yeah.
But I appreciate so much. The one thing really interesting in our conversation, because when you speak about science and trying to contradict the scientists, that's
present God,
yeah,
the
that
true
to present
God
God exactly
to the world.
through the science. That I appreciate it so much. So we're gonna take it from there. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
So we're gonna end up like
I
this.
need help, I need help
Sure.
finishing book 2 ASAP and
Yeah.
then get to conquer the scientific society first.
So okay, if you have like
Correct
questions,
their wrongdoings.
if you have any questions, something like you need explanation, regarding God, So like the scientists, they have the science. I have my science. Science of God. Science of God.
They have to admit. They have to. I'm going to publish my book 1.
Yeah.
It will be peer reviewed, and I will move to Yale to join Professor.
That's
James
that's
Butler,
that's good. That's good. Yeah.
And then after that, they will have to issue Nobel Prize. Many of them.
Okay. We'll wait. If he God's willing.
I'm not only will monopolize Nobel Prize. I will make Nobel Prize broke.
Great.
See, in the past,
Mhm.
they all only got one discovery worth one Nobel Prize, right?
Uh-huh.
But do you know how many discoveries I count? More than 33. So for each of my discoveries, it's not fair if they only in the principle and the molecular mechanism I discover is all universal for, like I said, for all the life creatures, no matter whether it's animal, plant, or bacteria, everything, It's so not only that, I make all the do you know the lady scientist, Chinese scientist who won Nobel Prize? She only discovered one type of drug. Okay.
Okay.
And it's not only her own achievement. She works with hundreds of people as a
Right.
team.
Sure. Yeah.
Me, I'm only myself.
I
And
see.
My discovery can cut the dosage in half. And right now there are more than 2,000 human drugs in the market. Okay.
Alright.
So for Nobel Prize to be fair to me, they have to issue at least 2,000 Nobel Prize to me. Right?
Okay,
I will make Nobel Prize. Broke.
We'll continue because you have to go now. Definitely.
Sure.
It was very interesting.
Yeah, it's exciting because we finally
Yeah,
read
because when
Reflections on God.
anything about God,
Yeah,
yeah.
God is valid. It's like I said, it's tangible. It's composed of genes.
In our society, we have the
See, when we present the genes, the sequence of God, how can they deny?
yeah.
No way, right?
Yeah. Well, you're scientists, but we can always.
You know when now I'm just predicting. Okay, you will see that happen at your lab with like 9 Nobel laureates. After I finish my book presentation of book 1,
Mhm.
they were like silent for the moment, and then all the applause, and then they were just stunned, speechless, and then some of them are wrong, right? They have to return the Nobel Prize to me because they are wrong.
Hopefully, yeah, exactly. They cheating people a lot. Okay.
See that?
Do you like incense?
Huh?
Do you like incense?
Sure.
I give
it's
some
okay, it's okay.
some. No, I give you. It's a very good one.
Okay.
This is high quality.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Let me give you.
Because I need to give this to my mom and dad.
Yeah, this is sanctified
Yeah,
incense.
can I have more?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Yeah, you have to first you.
Let me get something to wrap it for you.
Yeah, you or your friend first have to visit me first, okay?
To do what?
To visit my home.
Yeah, when we get it, we'll, as I said, we'll we need to schedule something.
Yeah.
Because this is a big topic.
Yeah.
And
it's a mission.
A mission,
God's
exactly.
Yeah.
We also preaching. We are preaching exactly by trying to expose the scientists, right? Because they do great work, but we trying to establish the truth.
Yes.
God is the truth.
God is the truth, and God is not intangible. God is not just spiritual. It's tangible.
God is not imaginary.
God has genes.
It's not
genes.
imagine.
God has a body.
Okay, take care.
It's so exciting. Actually,
I'll send you.
I moved here.
I will send
I
you.
moved here in October. I saw this car, but I thought it's for.
Oh, you
for
seen
traffic.
this truck?
I never
Okay.
came here to visit this car. So today actually it's arranged by God too.
Yeah,
Everything is arranged by God.
Everything is arranged by God.
Oh, let me tell you one important thing. The day my dad was murdered, guess what? Can you imagine? In China, you know there are two types of calendars, right? One is lunar, means the moon, the death. One is the solar calendar. Are you following me?
Sorry, Sunny. We got to go now.
Sure.
So-
But I just want to tell you one more key clue, okay?
We'll
The
talk.
day my dad was murdered is the day actually my daughter was born. Can you imagine that? That's exactly reincarnation's direct evidence.
Possibly, yeah.
Not possibly, it is.
Okay.
Okay.
I wish you all the best. Jai
Police
Goranga.
police, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna switch off now.
Sure.
It was lovely talking to you, and especially science and God. We trying. That's what
The voice of God. Yeah,
we're
that's
preaching.
what-
We are preaching just to trying to do the same to establish the truth.
The
Okay.
science of